guys, Frankie Trades here, bringing you another new weekly stock watch list. Before we get started, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate that. But going into earnings this week, we obviously have some of the biggest tech companies reporting as of this week. We got stocks like AMD reporting. What else do we got here? Meta, of course, being a big one. BA, that'll be an important one to see where the market's headed for that. Amazon, Apple on Thursdays, Coinbase on Thursday as well. So it looks like we have a lot of good companies here reporting and things to keep an eye out for. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the watch list. I really don't have too much lined up for you guys, if I'm being honest. There just isn't much in the market to really take advantage of, if I'm being honest. So, we got to do with what we got to do with what we have. So, as far as ES goes on the 30-minute time frame, all I have on this is the 55.30 level as a double top and the bottom at 54.32, which is another double bottom that we have on that as well. So not too much going on ES, no many trend lines or anything like that. So we're pretty set on that end right there. As far as NQ goes, it's kind of similar to ES. We just don't have any double bottoms or double tops. The only areas that I'm looking at for NQ are the 18,900 area here, which is at the bottom, and then of course at the 19,400. Reason why I'm looking at those areas is because those are the areas where we had a major sell candle and a buy candle. So there really isn't much anything of consolidation anywhere or anything like that. So got to keep it pretty simple and see how the week treats us with NQ and ES, especially with FOMC, I believe, this Wednesday. So got a few things to look out for. So, and of course, your guys' favorite part of the watch list is the main stocks. So first things first is Crowd. Crowd, you guys know, having the big sell-off that I had the previous 2 weeks, like a week or two now. Really what I have left on this to really catch is the 250 level at the downside. Maybe pretty irrelevant to some people, but the fact that Crowd is still seeing new lows as time goes on, it's still pretty important to keep an eye out for this and see if this has any more weak momentum behind it. So that is all I got for Crowd. MU, this will probably be the main watch for the entire week for me personally. If you go to the daily time frame, you can see we have around a $9 gap on this, so that's what I'm going to be watching on this. But really all I'm looking at is the 105 level. I have room down to 100 being another key level on MU. But as far as the scalp goes, since that's what we like to do with stock hours, really all I'm looking for is a 105 break into 104 depending on how weak this is. So that's going to be the setup for MU. Next up and last for the main watch list, like I said, it is a really short watches here, is going to be Tesla. Tesla is another good stock to keep an eye out for. Tesla is pretty tricky to trade when it's in consolidation. But first thing that I am watching on this is the 226 high. Reason being is we have a flat top across there and that $20 gap to the upside that we currently have on that. And then next up is the downside, which is at 215. We struggled to break 215 on Friday and on Wednesday, it looks like. The reason why I'm looking at 215 and nothing else is because all this action that we got below 215 is from after hours and pre-market sessions. So it's still important information, but we didn't get to see how this level has reacted during market hours. So want to see how the volume reacts there, how we react on Tesla going from there. So that is going to be the watch on Tesla. And then as far as the side watches goes, these are mediocre setups. It's nothing really too crazy. AVGO at 145, this has been selling off a lot, and it's a stock I want to add to my arsenal now that the contracts are cheaper and they actually have a lot of liquidity and volume behind it. So liquidity and volume being the same thing, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be watching on AVGO is the 145 break. Not too much going on right there, no trend lines, no none of that. So especially with a week like FOMC, I want to keep it pretty simple. I don't want to, get too crazy and be too fancy, and as George, as one of our interns likes to say, get too cute with it. So going to stay away from any setups that I'm not comfortable with. So, and then last but not least is NVIDIA. NVIDIA super far away. Obviously, I'd be interested at that 106 low. Anything before that, I'm not too interested. But as far as the upside goes, I'm looking at 116.50 or at least 116. It's a pretty choppy area, if I'm being honest. There's really not too much going on, but it was a previous consolidation level on NVIDIA. So I'm going to be watching for a retest here to the upside break. For upside breakout and see if we get anything on that. So yeah, guys, that is about it for the watch list. Like I said, there's not too much going on with FOMC and a lot of the big tech earnings for companies this week. I want to keep it pretty simple. These kinds of weeks, a lot of people get burned or they end up losing a lot of money, right? And your job in these kinds of weeks is to wait for the news to come out, or if an opportunity that you're set up, that you're really good at executing at, comes around, execute at its best, especially for a slower week like this. You want to take advantage of those setups that you're really good at. So, but yeah, besides that, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the week, enjoy the watch list, and before you leave, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. But with that much more being said, peace out, guys.